you ever noticed how some people only reach out when they need something? A quick answer, a listening ear, a piece of your energy. You are always there, always available, and yet in the end, you feel empty. Imagine if you stopped responding right away. Imagine if you didn't rush to help, didn't rush to calm everyone down. Imagine if you stepped back, if you chose silence, if you set boundaries. Everything changes. People grow restless when they can't steer you anymore. They realize you're no longer an open container they can fill and drain at will. The moment you stop being endlessly available, your freedom begins. And that's exactly what we're diving into now. Maybe this sounds familiar to you. A message pops up. Can you do me a quick favor? You reply instantly. In a meeting, someone interrupts you, and you smile just to avoid conflict. At home, a family member says, "You're the reasonable one. You'll understand." And once again, you nod. You say yes, even when your whole body screams no. You explain yourself, even when no one truly listens. You are always available. Always. But inside, exhaustion grows. Frustration builds. There's this dull ache of being used. At the end of the day, you ask yourself, who really listens to me? Who even notices my limits? Maybe you've confused your silence with peace, but it was never peace. It was self-abandonment. And that drains you more than any fight ever could. The truth is uncomfortable. It's not others who exhaust you. It is you selling yourself short. Every rushed reply, every false yes, every explanation no one asked for. You give your energy away, piece by piece. As long as you cling to availability, you wear invisible chains. You think being always there makes you loved, but in reality, it makes you lose respect, because what is always at hand becomes less valuable. It's hard to face, but vital. You're tired, not because people are stronger, but because you keep betraying yourself. From a depth psychology perspective, what remains unconscious controls you. Your hunger for approval keeps you trapped. From a philosophical lens, constant availability is herd behavior. It is the fear of rejection disguised as kindness. Both point to the same truth. Dependence forms when you define yourself through others. Liberation starts when you stop playing the role of the endlessly helpful one and reclaim your own center. Freedom doesn't come when others change. Freedom comes when you decide when and how you give. Peace begins when you realize you don't owe anyone permanent access. From this moment on, the power shifts back into your hands. Next, we'll uncover the mechanics. Why your unconscious keeps you overavailable, how energy leaks out, how projections bind you, and why silence unsettles others. And after that, the solution and a clear 5x5 protocol you can start today. Think of your energy like a bank account. Every impulsive answer is a withdrawal. Imagine scene 1, a chat notification. "Hey, can you check this real quick?" You reply instantly. Balance down. Now scene 2, a meeting. Someone questions your competence. You over-explain for 10 minutes. Balance down. Imagine scene 3, a family request when you're already exhausted. You still agree. Balance down. Scene 4, you're laying on the beach, sun is shining, but then a message pops up. You type back instantly, though you're calming down so badly. Another withdrawal. Your unconscious drives this. Old stories whisper, "If I'm useful, I'll be loved. If I say no, I'll be abandoned." Projections make it worse. Others hand you masks, caretaker, problem solver, rescuer, and you wear them. But each mask costs you. The herd loves predictability. The one who always says yes becomes a tool. Think of it like credit. You keep lending your time and energy with no interest, no repayment, until you are in debt, overdrawn, empty. And here's the twist. Silence flips the script. When you don't react, others lose control of the narrative. Anxiety rises. That discomfort, it's your first taste of power. Some people know your reflexes. They pull guilt. You're always the one I can count on. They pull urgency. This has to be done right now. They pull flattery. No one else can handle it like you. And you react, feeding their grip. But let's be clear, that isn't care, it's exploitation. You've become the emergency button for their chaos. And every time you respond without thinking, you lose another piece of yourself. It happens in offices, in friendships, even in relationships. Manipulation only works because you're predictable. Break that cycle, and the game collapses. The way out isn't building walls, it's integration. Now face it, why do you need to be useful all the time? What fear drives you? Once you see the wound, it loosens its grip. Individuation means becoming whole. You're not just the helper, not just the fixer. You're also the one who chooses. Self-mastery means silence becomes your ally, not to hide but to decide. Silence carries weight. A single boundary, no, not today, shifts your entire dynamic. Real strength is not in carrying everyone. It's in knowing what is yours to carry. Think of the first time you let a message sit unread. The world didn't end. You just breathed. The moment you stop being constantly available, you stop being controlled. Now listen carefully to my 5x5 checklist. First, 5 breaths before you respond. Drop your shoulders and exhale. Picture opening a harsh email. Before firing back, you breathe and the urge to attack dissolves. Second, 5 minutes delay before answering texts or emails that trigger you. Imagine a colleague pressing you. Your silence for 5 minutes feels like fire to them, but peace to you. Third, 5 no's a week without explanation. No is complete. Try it at work. No, I can't take that task today. Or at home. No, I need this evening. Fourthly, 5 triggers written down. Notice who drains you, what words hook you. Maybe it's, you're the only one who understands me. Or, don't you care? And my last important tip to make that shift, 5% silent time each day. No phone, no noise, just presence. In those minutes, your nervous system resets. Now some add-ons to become unbreakable. Hold eye contact in conversations and let silence work. In meetings, speak after you've thought, not instantly. At home, say not now instead of collapsing into automatic yes. Small steps, massive shifts. Yes, people will accuse you of being distant. Yes, you will feel guilty at first. But what if you call selfishness is actually self-respect? And without it, you burn out. Picture this. You walk into a room. You say just little. And still, the space bends around your presence. If you're ready for that, comment below. I choose my peace. In the next video, we'll go deeper into clear language. 10 sentences that set boundaries without coldness. Remember this, the loud win moments, the clear win lives. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to be with yourself. Write it now. I choose awareness. I choose my peace. I choose silence with presence.